of you. Welcome back to course of computing. Our today's topic of video is introduction to unsupervised learning. So in the last few videos we discuss about the machine learning class. We discuss about the classification of machine learning, or you can say yes, classification based on the type of learning. So we have seen that there are majorly three types of machine learning is there. One is a supervised learning, second is unsupervised learning, and third one is a reinforcement learning. So we understand in previous unit we understand about the supervised learning. Our main focus is to understand the supervised learning. Now in this unit we are going to focus on unsupervised learning. So what we have discussed in supervised learning, just quickly recall what we have discussed in supervised learning and how supervised learning is different from unsupervised learning. So that we are going to discuss over here. So we understand that the machine learning is nothing but the ability of a machine to learn by its own without being explicitly programmed. This is what a machine learning. So we generally use a machine learning where we need to where it's difficult for human being to do a task. Means it is not a case that human being is not able to complete the task, but it's very tedious for that. Just take a simple example. In order to just match, or in order to recognize the fingerprint of the human being, so in your system lakhs of millions of fingerprints are already being stored. So suppose you got a one new fingerprint and you have to match with the existing fingerprint in the database. So that task we can do. Okay, it is not a case that human can't do that task, but it's tedious for human being to complete the task. Instead of this, suppose we have given this task to the machine can do it very easily for that. So there we can apply machine learning. Means it's important to understand where should we apply machine learning. So machine learning main concept is what? It's the ability of a machine to do the task by its own without being explicitly programmed. We want that the whatever the intelligence that is present in the human, that can be embedded into the machine, and that learning is important. Without learning we can't do anything. Means learning is important for machine also, learning is important for human being also. Suddenly suppose I ask you to develop a project with the help of Node.js or with the help of React.js or AngularJS, it's not possible for you unless and until you will get the learning, you will get the training of that, then you can do this. So same thing is there. So we want to have we want to embed the learning ability into the machine. So for that we need to study the concept of machine learning. So we just talk about the classification of machine learning. So we understand one category is a supervised learning. So in supervised learning what we observe that in supervised learning it takes label data as an input. This is what a specialty of supervised learning. In supervised learning we are providing label data as an input, and then already we know the output. That will just take a simple example. In order to classify given mail is spam or not, so in that case we are providing to that machine spam mail as well as the not spam mail, and now in the output there is only two possibility: either the mail is spam or not spam. So we already know in advance what will be the input and what will be the output. That means we are using label data, and it is being takes place under the guidance of supervisor. This is what a specialty of supervised learning. And in case of supervised learning we have two things. One is a continuous target variable and second one is a categorical target variable. So in case of continuous target variable we have the category of regression. That means whenever we need to predict something that is in the part of regression. So there are various types of regressions are there. So simple example, suppose we want to predict the price of the house, then we can use the linear regression. But suppose you have classification problem, that means category target variable is categorical in nature. Means you can classify into two category or multiple category. Means spam classification is a, we can say two class classification. Suppose digit classification, that is a multi-class classification problem. So that we discuss in supervised learning. Now here we focus on unsupervised learning. So in case of unsupervised learning we are not going to provide the label data. In this case your data is unlabeled. That means you directly provide the unlabeled data to the machine and ask that machine to analyze it and do the task. So in that case, target variable is not available. Okay, so in this case there are two possible categories can be there. One is a clustering and second one is a association. So clustering, where you should apply clustering, just take a simple example. Customer segmentation means you have a group of people sitting in a particular room and suddenly somebody asks me to segment that people into different groups. So in that case, no criteria is given to me, means directly I have been asked to make a group of people. So whatever the criteria is to be, that I need to decide. So clustering is going to vary, means that that is going to vary from person to person. Means suppose two person is sitting and to that two person we have given this task to just group the people, but no criteria is given. So I can group the people based on my own criteria. Maybe I will use the criteria of gender. Based on the gender I can classify, or I can make a group based on gender. Another person who may think that no, I should classify I should make a group based on the age group. So different criteria can be there. So this is what a clustering. There you can apply clustering where in advance you don't know what criteria you have to use in order to group the people. So it's one of example is customer segmentation. Then the another category in case of unsupervised learning is association. Association means what? In case of association, we try to understand the association between two or more variable. Its very good example is market basket analysis. In case of a market basket analysis, what exactly we are doing, the person who is purchasing a meal is likely to purchase bread also, going to purchase the bread also. So this is what a relationship that we have identified. So this is what an example of market basket analysis means. In the category of association, you need to identify the relationship exists between the variable, and based on this you will provide the recommendation. So in case of association, you may have recommendation system. Very well known example is a recommendation system that is being used by most of the e-commerce website. Suppose I need to purchase a laptop on the Amazon, then suddenly it giving me the recommendation that with the laptop you can also purchase the bag, you can also purchase the mouse. That means this is what a recommendation. How that recommendation is given? Based on this, it has observed the behavior of the people, that the person who is purchasing a laptop is also going to purchase the bag also and mouse also. So based on this, your system has identified that there is a relationship between laptop and the bag, and based on this it is giving the recommendation. So this is how unsupervised learning is. So we'll try to understand unsupervised learning in depth. So what we say, unsupervised learning, it is one of the class of machine learning. In case of unsupervised learning, we are not going to make use of labeled data, but here we have the unlabeled data. Then in this case, algorithm left to themselves to discover the interesting pattern. This identifying the pattern is important. Okay, this is done in case of unsupervised learning. And in case of unsupervised learning, there is no supervisor. In case of supervised learning, there is a provision of supervisor, means you carry out a task under the supervision of supervisor. But in unsupervised learning, no supervisor is required, and it involves two things, clustering and association. If you want to take the example of algorithm, which will part of clustering and association, so K-means algorithm you can use for clustering, hierarchical clustering, DBSCAN, these are the clustering algorithm. Then you can use a priori algorithm in case of a association category. So in order to describe the difference between supervised and unsupervised learning, here we have two different diagrams. So here you can see there are two classes of variable in supervised learning. One is a circle and second one is a cross. But this is not a case in case of unsupervised learning. All are the circle, but you need to make a group. So in this case, criteria is different. That means in this case the data is labeled clearly, you can identify two classes there. But in this case all data is similar, but still you need to group them. So this is how supervised learning, and this is how unsupervised learning. In case of unsupervised learning, we have to form a cluster. Then this is what a clustering. We have seen, we discussed about this. Group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4 means a group of people sitting in the room that can be classified into 4 groups, 3 groups based on the criteria that is being decided by the person. And then if you talk about the association, just I discuss about the market basket analysis. The person who is purchasing milk also going to purchase the bread. The customer too is purchasing milk also going to purchase bread, sugar, egg. So that pattern is going to vary from person to person. So the thing is that you need to identify the relationship between the different variable that exist. So this is how unsupervised learning works. So I hope you understand what is unsupervised learning, how it is different from supervised learning, and what how it is being classified. Unsupervised learning is classified into two categories. One is a clustering and second one is a association. Okay, so clustering we have seen and association we have seen. So this is all about unsupervised learning. Thank you.